This isn't just about tapes. This is about something worse.
Diddy is starting to speak. You guys know he's out of his last wits end. He's trying to take himself out of here. He don't want to eat no more. He is breaking down and he is ready to start singing on everybody.
But here's what nobody is connecting.
But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video.
Someone helped him, someone in that room, someone with access. And Diddy is about to tell you exactly who. For years, we've heard the rumors. Diddy parties, secret tapes, celebrities in compromising positions. But what if I told you that the real scandal isn't that these recordings exist? It's that Diddy didn't make them alone. Think about it. You need someone behind the camera, someone with technical knowledge, someone who knows how to hide equipment, edit footage, and distribute it. You need someone with access to multiple rooms, multiple parties, multiple locations. That's not one person operating in the dark. That's a network. And right now, according to sources close to the investigation, Diddy is in custody. His lawyers are collapsing. He's facing federal charges so severe, trafficking, racketeering, organized crime, that the only move left is to negotiate. And what does he have to negotiate with? Names, a list, the people who stood in those rooms and pressed record. This changes everything. Because for every famous person caught on tape unknowingly, there's a question that's been haunting Hollywood in whispers. Who knew? Who helped? Let's establish what we know about how these operations actually worked. Elaborate setups, specialized equipment. That's infrastructure. That's planning. That's organization. You don't accidentally have red lights in a bedroom. You don't casually position cameras in corners. You don't strategically arrange logistics without help. According to insider accounts, someone was organizing these spaces. Someone was responsible for disposal afterward. Someone knew exactly which rooms had recording devices and which didn't. Do you understand what that means? Disposing of evidence, cleaning up crime scenes. That's not a party planner. That's a co-conspirator. That's someone actively covering tracks. Diddy didn't do this alone. There was a full network of people who scouted locations, installed recording equipment, managed the guest list strategically ensured. Certain people attended specific events, recorded specific moments, edited footage afterward, handled distribution. That's at minimum 5 to 10 people, minimum operating with coordinated purpose. And now as Diddy faces the potential of spending the rest of his life in federal prison, those people are panicking. Here's where it gets really dark. Jamie Foxx, A-list actor, respected talent, producer, cameraman. Nobody talks about this, but Jamie Foxx didn't just attend Diddy parties. Jamie Foxx documented them, and that's the problem.
Would show up to the party, puff the SUVs and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You files for the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get but at that time, it wasn't like the little camera y'all got in. It was the big intrusive Canon.
Wait, stop right there. Big intrusive camera. Let him through. Diddy gave permission for Jamie Foxx to film. This wasn't a secret camera. This was authorized. This was part of the operation. Jamie Foxx was the official documentarian of Diddy's parties. He filmed the whole night. He had access. He had positioning. He knew what was happening in real time. And then something changed.
Jamie Foxx sharing new details about the mysterious medical emergency that led to his hospitalization last year.
April 11th last year, bad headache. That's my boy for Advil. Off for 20 days. I don't remember anything.
We really don't know a lot of specifics when it comes to the medical conditions. Last year, we were hearing reports of him being unable to walk.
20 days, hospitalized, unable to walk, a sudden medical emergency that doctors mysteriously couldn't diagnose. And now in his Netflix special, what does Jamie do?
Hell no, I left them parties early. I was out by 9.
I left them parties early, but that's a lie, isn't it? According to multiple sources, Jamie Foxx was embedded in these parties. He was filming. He was there until the end. He has footage of things that would make people's careers implode overnight. So why is he suddenly claiming he left early? Why is he joking about it on Netflix? Why did he fall mysteriously ill for 20 days? Because Jamie Foxx has tapes, and those tapes contain evidence of celebrities doing things that go beyond embarrassing. And Diddy made sure Jamie understood the cost of loose lips. Now, with Diddy facing life in prison, Jamie is probably reevaluating his silence. He has leverage. He has documentation. He has the original recordings from the source. And according to insiders, Jamie's footage is now in federal hands. But Jamie Foxx was just the cameraman. The real question is, who else knew? Who else participated? Who helped orchestrate these events? Let's talk about the people who attended these parties repeatedly. The people with positioning. The people with motive. Will Smith. Will Smith's connection to Diddy goes back decades. He wasn't just a guest. He was a regular. And according to multiple sources with direct knowledge, Diddy always took everybody. That's code. That means Will Smith knew the rhythm. He knew when the camera equipment got installed. He knew when midnight hit and things shifted. He was part of the inner circle. And consider this, Will Smith has public legal issues emerging. His marriage has been unconventional, to say the least. Multiple people have come forward with claims about his behavior behind closed doors.
Open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him.
This alleged witness account exists. It's in circulation. And if Diddy has recordings of similar incidents from his parties, Will Smith has everything to lose by Diddy cooperating. Buster Rhymes. Then there's Buster Rhymes. Buster didn't just attend Diddy parties. According to sources, Buster was selecting who got access to VIP sections. Buster was controlling the guest dynamics. Why would Buster specifically pull someone into a VIP section? Why orchestrate that scenario? Because he was positioning people. He was creating situations. He was part of the operational structure. Buster Rhymes has denied certain allegations for years. But if Diddy has recordings of Buster actively participating in orchestrating party dynamics, if Diddy has footage of Buster selecting guests for specific purposes, then Buster's entire public image could collapse. French Montana and young artists. And then there are the young artists. French Montana's rise was meteoric, wasn't it? Too meteoric. So meteoric that 50 Cent publicly questioned whether French actually had talent. French Montana's career was elevated through strategic positioning at Diddy's parties. But at what cost? What footage exists of French Montana during his early rise? What compromising material does Diddy have that kept French locked in the ecosystem? Justin Bieber, the grooming operation. But the most disturbing pattern involves artists who were brought into Diddy's circle when they were young. Vulnerable, impressionable. Justin Bieber, a teenage sensation, suddenly invited to Diddy's world, legal guardianship, over a teenage boy for 48 hours. What happened in those 48 hours? What was documented? What does Diddy have on video that would keep Justin Bieber compliant for decades? According to sources, Bieber's early years in Diddy's orbit involved exposure to parties, substances, and situations that a teenager should never experience. And it was all documented. That's not mentorship, that's leverage. Now it gets even more complex because Diddy didn't operate in isolation. He had institutional support. He had connections at levels of power that protected him for years. Oprah and the power circle. These aren't casual friendships. These are power structures. Oprah, Russell Simmons, Clive Davis, these are the gatekeepers of the entertainment industry, people who can make or break careers with a phone call. If Diddy has documented interactions with these figures at his parties, if there's footage showing how influence works at that level, then the implications extend far beyond Diddy himself. Jay-Z and the Beyonce angle. Then there's the elephant in the room, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Beyonce was in a freak-off tape with Diddy, and a lot of people have seen this video.
So the tape was real?
Of course it was real. All her tapes is real.
How many tapes she got?
Gotta have at least 40 of them.
40 tapes, an alleged R&B singer, and a famous rapper. Details about screaming, about positioning, about partners. Now multiply that. If there are 40 tapes of one person, how many total recordings exist in Diddy's vault? And here's the question nobody wants to ask. Did Beyonce and Jay-Z know they were being recorded? Sources indicate that the answer might be no, that these tapes were made without consent, that they were leverage, which means Jay-Z, one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop, has motive to ensure Diddy stays silent. Because if Diddy cooperates and those tapes surface, they don't just damage Jay-Z, they damage everything he's built. The Steve Harvey connection and family exploitation. And then there are the stranger connections. This is where it enters territory that's difficult to even discuss. A relationship with Steve Harvey's daughter, alleged involvement by Diddy's family member, the kind of entanglement that would create permanent leverage over a major television personality. If Diddy has documentation of these relationships, then Steve Harvey has incentive to protect him, to remain silent, to use his platform to deflect. Jennifer Lopez and the divorce timing. Jennifer Lopez's divorce from Ben Affleck was announced suddenly. The timing seemed odd. The explanation was vague. What if Affleck knew that a tape existed? What if Diddy let him know through intermediaries, through subtle threats? That footage of Lopez at Diddy's parties was in circulation? That would explain the rushed divorce. That would explain why Affleck wanted complete separation before the scandal broke. If this is true, then Jennifer Lopez is in an impossible position. Speaking out risks releasing footage. Staying silent means protecting Diddy. Either way, she loses. Now we arrive at the present moment. Diddy is in custody. The federal government has seized his phones, his computers, his storage devices. They have security footage from his properties. They're executing search warrants. They're interviewing witnesses. And according to multiple sources, Diddy is negotiating.
He's new to me, right? He looked after me. He took me on an enforced holiday to Vegas. He's a very intense man because I think he come from nothing and now he's very, very powerful. People that do stuff like that they're intense. Now, I like him. He's very influential.
That quote is from someone describing how Diddy operates through influence and coercion, but it's also a description of how people in his circle would describe their interactions to federal agents. Diddy's legal strategy is collapsing. Why? Because the evidence is overwhelming. The tapes exist, the recordings exist, multiple witnesses have come forward, multiple victims have filed lawsuits. His only play now is to cooperate, to provide names, to give the government the list of people who helped him, to become a cooperating witness. The panic is real. The bidding war for these tapes is happening right now. Celebrities are literally trying to purchase their own footage to prevent it from surfacing. That's an admission of guilt. That's desperation. That's the sound of careers imploding in real time. Notice what's not happening. These celebrities aren't defending Diddy. They're not speaking out about their experiences. They're not claiming innocence. They're silent. That silence is strategic. That silence is advice from their lawyers, because anything they say can be used against them. They know what's coming. They know the tapes are being examined by federal authorities. They know their names are on Diddy's list, and they're waiting, hoping that their lawyers can negotiate immunity deals before the full scope of their involvement becomes public. So what's actually on Diddy's list? It's not just victims, it's accomplices. Jamie Foxx, the cameraman, the one who documented everything. Will Smith, the regular, the insider who knew the rhythm of these events. Buster Rhymes, the selector, the one who positioned people. French Montana, the beneficiary who rose too fast. Justin Bieber, the young artist who was groomed and recorded. Usher, the artist who allegedly witnessed cover-ups. Jay-Z, the one with leverage through Beyonce's alleged tapes. Steve Harvey, the power broker connected through family. Oprah, Russell Simmons, Clive Davis, the institutional protectors. But that's probably just the beginning, because every party had multiple attendees. Every party lasted hours. Every party had multiple rooms with multiple cameras. If one person has 40 tapes and there were dozens of high-profile attendees, then the federal government potentially has hundreds of recordings. They're not just documenting Diddy, they're documenting an entire ecosystem, an entire network of complicity. Every name that comes out now is a name that someone helped record. Every revelation is a revelation of collaboration. Every victim is also a potential witness against people in the room. Here's what nobody is discussing publicly, but what everyone in Hollywood knows: Diddy's cooperation is imminent. His list is being prepared. Federal prosecutors already have the framework of who did what and when. The question isn't whether more names will come out. The question is when and how many. And the people on that list, the celebrities who helped him, who positioned people, who organized the events, who documented the footage, they're running out of time to negotiate, because once Diddy's testimony becomes public record, once his list is entered into evidence, there's no taking it back. Careers will end. Families will be destroyed. Reputations will be obliterated. And it all starts with Diddy singing. The waiting is over. The confession is beginning. And in the coming weeks and months, Hollywood is going to experience a reckoning unlike anything we've ever seen, because Diddy didn't build this empire alone, and he's not going down alone either.